Hi. Well, we're doing chest. I mean, there's no way you would have known that. Not a one. All right. I know it was cheesy. So, let's do this. Fucking video games. Ugh. Damn, that hurt. All right. I mean, I'm good. Yeah, honestly, I don't know how much I can do with my left shoulder still bothering me. It's been 2 weeks. I thought it was gone. Like, I thought it was gone after doing shoulders and just forcing myself through it. I thought that maybe after it healed, it would heal, but it still fucking hurts. All because I had to hold a fucking keyboard. Who the fuck in their right mind still uses a keyboard or has ever used a keyboard before there were controllers? I mean, cut that part out. I mean, after there were controllers. I should have sat down before I said all that. Cut that whole part out. Just cut that whole part out. Yeah, fuck that. My shoulder's good. I could do this. Yeah. All right, we're doing our second set. You know, just working out, you know. And I'm not doing another one, even though I know I can, just because I might die. Ha ha ha! Ha ha! Alright. I want to go up and wait bad. I can go up and wait. I've been doing this for, like, I mean, since I've been consistent, this is like 3 weeks now. I could do it. I can easily do at least reps of 8. But, you know, well, if my shoulder didn't hurt so much, I'd be able to maybe do 10. But I have to take them slow, which takes way more energy. If you just pump them out, then you just, like, for some reason, pump always sounds dirty. I don't know why. But, yeah. It's a very, before it kind of started to sound dirty in my mind. Maybe it's just because of the fact that when I used to say it all the time, it was, you know, like almost a decade ago. That's a decade worth of porn. So every fucked up word, or even word that sounds like it could be fucked up, makes me think of the fucked up word. I don't know. It's got to be that just sensory deprivation, which is not that at all. I'm just saying that. That's when you lay in a tank and, yeah, mess with all your senses by laying in water and having it sealed. Yeah. Anyways, it's oh my god. Just cut that part out. I already forgot what I was just trying to say. So if it comes to me, I'll just be like boom on camera and say it. But if not, I don't care. But yeah, I am in the need of a spot. So I can do more weight so I can start going up in weight. You want to do more weight, you do more weight. That's the rule of bodybuilding, is the rule of bodybuilding. Um, or powerlifting. And yeah, so if anyone's interested watching and feels like they can tolerate me, which means that you know how, there's another word, anal. Oh, pump. I was saying pump. Um, I could easily pump out a bunch of reps. There we go. Um, but my left shoulder just hurts, and it's all from playing Minecraft for hours with my best friend. And you can't play Minecraft on the computer unless you use a keyboard. So I just sat there like this for like fucking 6, 8 hours. And yeah, he literally just got neck surgery. And I'm kind of thinking that most of his neck pain is not necessarily from that, but from just gaming. I'm probably not right at all, because then again, he's been a PC gamer ever since, like, for a very long time. But he did get hurt in the military pretty bad. But he was also a PC gamer at the same time. Chicken or the egg? Chicken or the egg? Him being my best friend. Obviously, I believe that he got hurt in the military, because that's what he says. But not everyone's right. And a lot of the people that you will come in contact with on a daily basis will be nothing, not a thing, like who they are to you when you meet them. Persona is everything. It's persona non grata. It's everything. I was literally considered a douchebag tool by everyone who didn't know me in town. I still mostly am by everyone who doesn't know me in town. But I'm one of the most sensitive, most considerate people. I'm probably one of the only people that immediately puts themselves in other people's shoes. Which, if you were to just do that, oh my god, the confrontations that would never happen would be mind boggling. The crime rate, overall, just hate in the world would just dissipate to the point where it would be night and day. I'm not saying it would like fix everything. There are so many problems in the world that I can't talk about because I don't want to offend half my viewership. So, literally, if we just like were nice to each other and stopped caring about things we can't control, life would just be great and people would be great. But that doesn't happen anymore. And now I'm one of the assholes at the gym that just talks because I lost my pump. But hey, maybe I might be able to get a couple more reps in. Oh man, I wish I was juicing. I am so sore from pretty much like my traps down. I am so sore. I wish they looked like they felt. Honestly, if I was on juice, I knock people on juice all the time, but I swear, I would love to look like I was on juice right now with how much pain I'm in. That's why I'm talking right now, honestly. My left shoulder hurts, but that's because of my gaming accident. After that tragic gaming accident, I hurt my left shoulder somehow. It was truly tragic, and now on top of pushing my shoulders as hard as I did during my last workout, and then doing yard work and doing a lot of stuff that required me to lift things above my head. And I am very sunburnt. So add all that up and I'm hurting, boy. I'm a hurting boy. I am a hurting. Oh, I'm hurting, boy. All right, I gotta shut the fuck up now. I'm sounding stupid. So my last set of 205. Or wait, right, yeah, 205. Why did I used to think like doing 2 plates on each side was 235, but it's 225. Why would I think that? Oh my god. The mind gets weirder when you hit it enough times and get old. Oh, it does get weird, but not as weird as most. You know, like if I think I'm crazy, then people are absolute lunatics everywhere. Like people are just running around being fucking psychopaths, like certifiable serial killers. No joke. This is I'm laughing because it's like a kitty thing from that 70s show where she would just laugh at everything that made her uncomfortable. Or the Joker, which was never a thing in the Joker, by the way. I read the comics. I watched the cartoons. All right. Oh, I wish I had a spot so I could do like 3 more. But yeah, so again, I'm auditioning or sending out a virtual resume for anyone who has, enough experience and can lift around 50 pounds, because that's all I need really help with. All I have to do is just allow me to do it. That's the whole point of a spot. And if I can't, adding that extra like 20 pounds so I can do it myself. Like, a spot should never have to be able to curl or pick up the whole bar, because you can't. You literally can't. Like bodybuilders that lift all the time, like an average bodybuilder benches way more than the human body can curl. You bench your body weight if you're very strong. And I'm pretty sure no one can curl their body weight. I mean, actually, that's not true. No one worth being able to curl their body weight could. That's a small diss. That's a short people diss. I take that back. Cut that part out. I have no issues with short people. They're actually the best bodybuilding partners ever. Just ask Arnold Schwarzenegger. Rest in peace, Dr. Franco Columbu. One of the greatest to ever live. And if you know, just a fact check, he was the very first Terminator that had human skin. Ever. And you're going to be like, the fuck? And you're going to go back and you're going to turn on that movie, and then the whole time you're going to thank me. Because it's a fucking masterpiece. It's just gold all the way through. Hey, you can't do that in here. Wrong. Boom. Oh, I love that movie. I love all of Arnold's originals. That's why I can't wait to see the remake of Twins, because I know they're going to be hilarious. Like, they can't not be. It's Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger. They're both comic geniuses, and they both aged so gracefully in the industry. They're like the only people that, like, didn't change. And they've always just been them. And it's fucking awesome. They've always just been great at the art. It's never been like, oh, that person's too eccentric for this. This person's done that because they're so eccentric in this way or that way. They've done this inappropriate thing because it was considered inappropriate because they wanted to do it because they were eccentric, and because of they were so eccentric, they thought they could get away with it because of the power they had. So they did it anyways and then got away with it, so kept doing it. And yeah, that's why there's a such thing called whistleblowers, and why people are too afraid to even speak up in the first place, because the power that those eccentric people had. And for centuries, even longer, eccentric people have done amazing, absolutely beautiful things in the world. And it was because they were allowed to be eccentric or weird and do inappropriate things and indulge in inappropriate activities because of who they were. Like, it's literally the situation where it was like, where it's like, you know, when you approach someone that you're attracted to, hitting on them would be inappropriate if they're not attracted to you. But if they're attracted to you, then it's very welcomed, if you get what I'm saying. It's more than welcomed. It's what everyone wants, because that's one of the things people live for. I mean, not people, all live for. Any human or animal in this life is here to love, live, and breed. That's what we are here put for. Alright, that was stupid. Put here for. Cut that part out. So, yeah, that's why we all do what we do. Why I am lifting at 36 years old and still single. Why I haven't contracted a lifelong STD is beyond me. No, cut that part out. Cut that part out. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to do one more set because I've been talking so much, and yeah, I need a spotter just to lift 50 pounds. You know. Actually, now my arms are giving out before my chest is even getting sore. Oh yeah, and about that whole spot thing, I'm completely joking. I don't want a fucking stranger in my house. Never mind having his or her crotch in my fucking face. Or neck or head area. Incline. Again, I don't recommend doing decline bench at all. Do decline push-ups. That means just like lean over far and do push-ups down here. That's it. Otherwise, too much blood's going to your head. Unless you're like a super hardcore professional bodybuilder that has to go and do more than your own body weight, then don't do decline because you're not going to have the spot ready. You're going to have blood go to your head before it goes to your chest. Like, a lot of bad things happen. It's really bad for you. The amount of blood going from the area it's concentrated in, which is your muscles that you're working out, to your head, especially if it's not that far away, being your chest. I mean, that's actually probably better for you than doing like legs because I've lost consciousness literally having blood rush from my legs to my head. When I did legs, I tried to do abs like immediately afterwards and I passed the fuck out. I mean, no, I didn't. Cut that whole shit out. All right, we're doing incline. Seriously, cut all that shit out. I've never passed out. I'm not vulnerable. I'm invulnerable. Oh, my shoulder. Okay. Okay. What am I supposed to do right now? Did I not take... No, I took the plate off. Why? Shit. If I could just get over this part, I can do a few sets. Ow. Come on, adrenaline. And all around cartilage and the chemicals in your body that numb it. I don't know if that's part of adrenaline or what. A seizure. Wait. See, yeah, no. I thought I had the word. do as I say, not as I do. Don't do this. Ever if you have shoulder pain. That's not good for my shoulder build on my left side. Not having a fucking rip makes my right shoulder look bigger. Because my old bodybuilding partner was on a stupid fucking flip phone that had a music fucking notification that was a terrible rock song. Just to give you an idea of what kind of douchebag this was. Only cared about his next fix and wasn't paying attention when I was doing shoulder presses or incline chest presses, not shoulder presses. But there was still 100-pound dumbbells. Actually, they were 120s, as I remember correctly, because that's where the place maxed out at. Oh, hey, handsome. How you doing? You from out of town? You want to be my new lady? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Sorry. Don't mind me. I'll get back to my workout in a moment. Oh my God, I'm so vain. I probably think this is all about me. 'Cause it is. I bet you think this song is about you, don't you, don't you? You're so vain. You probably think the song is about you. You're so vain. So vain. I really want to start up. No, my shoulder hurts. We're going light. So 130, I guess. Wow, that's pretty light. Yeah, fuck it. Better safe than sorry, I always say. Alright, I'm glad I'm going light. Okay, now we're good. Whew. That was good. That was good for the center of the pectorals. It was good for this area right here. Yeah. It was good. Oh. I'm so sore, it's not even funny. And if you can't tell, I am sunburnt. Just look at my red neck. Ah! Forgot to pause. You see, so many women tell me that I look much better with a beard, and I just don't know. Like, I don't know. I mean, come on. Seriously, like. Kidding. I'm kidding. I'm completely being satirical. Or am I? It's a deep burn. Ooh, ah. You sandbagging son of a bitch. Wow, that's amazing. Not even flexing. Oh shit, I hit record. Cut all that out. Cut that out. Fudgicles. Alright, I'm gonna go do my last set. Oh my god. Alright. My biceps are so sore. Oh, like needles stabbing through the center. All right, I'm gonna attempt a burnout on a flat bench. I don't know if my left shoulder can take it, but I mean, I'm fucking invincible. Cut all that shit out. Never mind. All right, I mostly go and do all this just to, better myself. This isn't supposed to be educational, inspirational, or anything. This is just my um, personal documentary of getting back to bodybuilding prime and into just, Greek god artwork. I'm totally kidding, but just, I'm not kidding. But yeah, so I was just thinking about the fact that anything I could tell you wouldn't, I mean, I could tell you quite a few things, but the most inspirational and educational, heartfelt thing I have watched in my entire life, I mean, other than, obviously The Sopranos, because that is completely life changing. That's not even an exaggeration. I mean, like, your life changes after you get obsessed with The Sopranos. You become a different person, a better person, a way more intelligent person. That's just a fact. That's not my opinion. I mean, take it as you will. But I would recommend watching Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso is one of the most beautiful artworks ever. I mean, it became a beautiful artwork in every way, shape, or form. It's not just about a football team or um, soccer. Um, but yeah, I don't know why that was so painful to say. Wow, it's been a long time since I've appreciated America and their terrible ruining of culture. Like, I live in New England. Like, you think that we'd follow their standards instead, which is my whole entire point, is the fact that that show came out when the British pound was worth about 25 cents more than the American dollar. And I don't even know what it's at. All I know is that it is literally shit compared to the American dollar now, which was like, what? I mean, I watched Top Gear, and I have to say old Top Gear UK, so you would understand that I'm only talking about Jeremy, James, and Richard. Uh, I watched them obsessively because they were literally geniuses. And Jeremy was the main producer, and he made almost every single episode like a work of art. He literally is one of the most brilliant men in the world today, and I will grieve the time he passes. I mean, he jokes around being a fat old man, but and smoking for years and drinking constantly. But I hope he lives a long, long life, because there almost isn't another person out there that has contributed to history, science, technology, entertainment, and all around art than Jeremy Clarkson. No one that I know of has created more art with his documentaries, his news columns, his people like bring up the fact that he's got a farm show, and they're like, "Oh, I know Jeremy Clarkson. He's got that farm show on Amazon Prime." And I'm like, "Yeah." And then he's also, or was, the highest paid presenter in the fucking world when he punched out a producer that was on the BBC because after a whole day of filming, he wanted a hot meal, and the producer pretty much told him to go fuck himself. But when you're Jeremy Clarkson, you do not tell him to go fuck himself. Like I said earlier, eccentric geniuses that have done the most brilliant, beautiful things. And this man is very, very, very civilized. Like, he has made a career off of mocking other people that are less civilized than him and being ridiculous to the limit. That is his entire draw. That is Jeremy Clarkson in a nutshell. Oh yeah, and add the fact that he's like 6'4" or 6'6". I can't remember. I just know he's a lot taller than Richard. Richard Hammond. And yeah, oh my god. I gotta go back and rewatch that show obsessively again now. But yeah, what I'm getting at, long story short, because I'm gonna go and I'm putting it off. I really do not want to do this last set, honestly. But to be the most inspirational that I can be is to tell you to watch Ted Lasso and specifically pay attention to Brett Goldstein. He is pretty much the main writer of the entire show and wrote his entire cast, like not necessarily cast, but his own role. He wrote his role and they couldn't fill the role because no one matched it like him. So pretty much everyone that he worked with was just like, it's you. So eventually he had enough confidence and auditioned, and they're just like, finally. And yeah, now well, I don't know now. I mean, it has to happen because that was way too good of an ending scene. I mean, it was just too good. Like, that movie really, really sucked. Thor Love and Thunder. Like, I was thinking Thor, I'm like, holy shit, he's gonna have Jane and Valkyrie fight over him. Oh my god, this is gonna be like art. Because after Men in Black 4, oh my god. And the fact that his own wife had to literally tell her publicly, why am I blanking on her name? But the woman who plays Valkyrie in Marvel literally was told publicly by Chris Hemsworth's wife to stop touching him so much and to lay off. Literally. Like, literally. And I thought him and her obviously being in love with him, even though she's uh I had his name down before I was right about him being a burnout. Because I'm like, this is such a guy that was brilliant in his teens, wrote a bunch of really good scripts, and then now he's just living it up, partying, and all his brain cells are gone. Uh, Tiki Waititi. Yeah, I mean, I highly recommend watching the movie only. Um, I think it's What Happens in the Shadows or What We Do in the Shadows or something to do with something in the shadows. It's about three vampires living in a flat together, and it's fucking satirical genius. It's a work of art. That movie was fucking hilarious. It was so hilarious they made an entire American adaptation and it has nothing to do with Tiki Waititi or whatever. Am I fucking his name up? Let me know. Taika Waititi. Yeah, whatever. Fuck it. Fuck that noise. Whatever the fuck. I didn't want you to cut it out because I knew for a fact that he was going to burn out after the first Thor movie. I knew for a fact. I just knew it. I don't know. I is either I can read people so well, or I was obsessed with Marvel so much that I absolutely love Chris Hemsworth being Thor. He literally is Thor. Like, how do you recast him? And how could you have ever considered his little brother Liam? Liam is literally an eighth of a man that Chris Hemsworth is. Why would you have that person be one of the most strongest people in the entire Marvel universe? Literally, he is like notoriously the god, period, that any normal person needs to worry about until you get to cosmic entities. And yeah, seriously, because he loves Valhalla. I mean, not wow. Wow. Cut that part out because he loves uh Midgard. He loves Midgard, so he will go there and protect people always because he loves Midgard because he loves Jane Foster. Period. That's why I thought that all of his people being on Midgard and then Valkyrie running his kingdom for him because he is the true heir. You can't just say, hey, you be the king. It doesn't matter that you're a female. Yes, it fucking does, especially to any Viking ever. When their society was literally the strongest survives and the strongest leads. The strongest wins. The strongest is the fucking leader. Period. And then the only way you get elderly is by having children and them being the strongest. Or having that, you could still get killed. But if you have that and also gain the love of all your people and trust of all your people and respect and instill values in your people so that they don't constantly want your place because they are so happy where they are and don't want to deal with the stressors of literally carrying the crown, which I wouldn't want to be king. Oh my God. Head is heaviest that carries the crown. The head, or whatever the fuck. There's a quote from a while back from something, and then there's the Game of Thrones quote. I personally thought the Game of Thrones quote was better, but I mean, I think it's called like head is heaviest, or no, it's nah, fuck it, I can't remember. I want to completely forget that show after the last episode. I never ever want to hear about that show, talk about it, or ever think about it ever again, even though parts of it were literal art. Anyways, I'm going to go do this last set now that I've talked for like 20 minutes and all my blood has left my chest and everything, and I should be cooling down now, but I just rambled for forever. But yeah, so watch Ted Lasso. It is the most brilliant, most beautiful. It will make you cry. It'll make you laugh. It'll make you amped. It will make you upset. It will do like everything to completely capture your mind and forget about everything else and just want to be a better person. So, in every way, shape, or form, that's just, that is that show. So, thank you, Brett Goldstein, for putting out and creating a absolute masterpiece. And the reason why I brought up Thor, because I ramble on and then don't even get to my point normally, and that's because I have way too much to say. And he was in the final scene of Thor Love and Thunder, which again I thought was going to be a movie about Valkyrie and Jane Watson. Jane. Not Watson. What the fuck? Oh my God. I just had a complete brain fart. Foster. Jane Foster, not Watson. The fuck? Cut that all out, please. Cut that. Cut like the last 20 minutes of me rambling. Yeah, I'm just gonna go get up, pause. Alright, I know. I didn't catch my breath. I had to go and, set up and do my last set real quick while I have my pump still, So, yeah. Alright, I'm going to attempt this even though my left shoulder's real sore. But, I got to burn out and, I can't lose this pump. Again, don't fully burn out unless you have a spotter. All right, I'm gonna pause for a couple seconds, just like I just did, and then go to 11. All right, another quick set before I lose my pump. You know, the huge. And I'm also technically doing a decline bench. All right, it's a complete failure. Oh. This is Bodybuilding by Holobic. I'll see you next time.